Imagine the tranquility of dawn, where the first light of day breaks and the world stirs awake. You savor the aroma of your morning coffee, relishing the stillness, when suddenly, a discordant note intrudes, a harsh comment, an unkind gesture. In the blink of an eye, the serenity dissipates, replaced by the chill of negativity. We've all experienced these moments, where toxicity clouds the brightness of our days, leaving us adrift in a sea of uncertainty. But what if I told you that amidst the chaos lies an opportunity for growth, resilience, and self-discovery? This journey through Stoic wisdom offers a roadmap for navigating the complexities of toxic encounters, empowering us to emerge stronger, wiser, and more attuned to the deeper truths of human connection. 1. Self-awareness. Self-awareness, often described as the cornerstone of personal growth, invites us to embark on a profound exploration of ourselves. It's akin to setting sail on an inward voyage, navigating through the uncharted depths of our own being. This journey demands a deep familiarity with the contours of our inner landscape, an intimate acquaintance with our fears, desires, vulnerabilities, and strengths. But self-awareness is far more than mere introspection. It is a courageous confrontation with the very essence of who we are. It requires us to delve into the depths of our authenticity, facing both our shadows and our light with honesty and humility. This willingness to embrace the entirety of our being is what sets the foundation for true self-awareness. Through this process, we gain not only a clearer understanding of ourselves, but also invaluable insights that empower us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Armed with self-awareness, we are better equipped to recognize and navigate the turbulent waters of toxic encounters, emerging from them with newfound wisdom and strength. Indeed, self-awareness is a journey that unfolds over time, requiring patience, dedication, and a commitment to growth. It is a journey of self-discovery, where each revelation brings us closer to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. In embracing self-awareness, we embark on a path of transformation, one that leads to greater authenticity, fulfillment, and connection. For it is only by truly knowing ourselves that we can fully engage with the world and contribute our unique gifts to the tapestry of humanity. 2. Forgiveness and memory. Forgiveness, a sacred act of liberation, invites us to release the burdens of resentment and grudges that weigh heavy on our hearts. It is not a pardon for wrongdoing, but a choice to unshackle ourselves from the chains of bitterness and anger. Forgiveness is a journey of healing, a pathway to inner peace and reconciliation. Yet, it is not without its counterpart, memory, the keeper of our stories, the guardian of our wisdom. Memory serves as our guide, illuminating the path ahead with the lessons of past encounters. Each interaction with a toxic individual becomes a testament to our resilience, a testament to our growth, a testament to our capacity for compassion and understanding. In the tapestry of our lives, forgiveness weaves a thread of compassion, stitching together the wounds of the past with the promise of a brighter future. It is a balm for the soul, soothing the ache of old grievances and paving the way for reconciliation and healing. But forgiveness does not mean forgetting. Memory is a faithful companion, reminding us of where we've been and how far we've come. It is through the lens of memory that we gain perspective, seeing past hurts not as scars to be hidden but as badges of honor, symbols of our resilience and strength. Each encounter with toxicity becomes a lesson in self-awareness, an opportunity to deepen our understanding of ourselves and others. As we navigate the complexities of human relationships, memory serves as our compass, guiding us toward empathy and forgiveness. But memory is not infallible. It is shaped by our perceptions, colored by our emotions, and influenced by our experiences. And yet, even in its imperfection, memory holds the key to our growth and transformation. For it is through the act of remembering, of bearing witness to our own pain and the pain of others, that we find the courage to forgive. It is through the act of remembering that we reclaim our power, refusing to be defined by past hurts or present grievances. In the end, forgiveness is not just a gift we give to others, but a gift we give to ourselves. It is a radical act of self-love, a declaration of our own worthiness and inherent dignity. And in embracing forgiveness, we open our hearts to the possibility of a future filled with peace, compassion, and understanding. 3. Emotional stability. Emotional stability, the bedrock of our inner fortress, anchors us amidst the tumultuous currents of life. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control external events, we possess the power to govern our internal responses. Emotional stability is not about suppressing emotions but transcending them. It's the ability to maintain a sense of calm amidst chaos, to respond with clarity and compassion rather than react with anger or fear. Cultivating emotional stability requires diligent practice, a commitment to mindfulness, self-reflection, and the unwavering pursuit of inner peace. At the heart of emotional stability lies the practice of mindfulness, the art of being fully present in the moment without judgment or attachment. Mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions with curiosity and compassion rather than getting swept away by them. It empowers us to create space between stimulus and response, giving us the freedom to choose how we react to life's challenges. But mindfulness alone is not enough. True emotional stability also requires self-reflection, a willingness to examine our beliefs, values, and patterns of behavior with honesty and humility. It means confronting our fears and insecurities head-on and acknowledging the ways in which they may be holding us back from true emotional freedom. Self-reflection also entails cultivating a deep sense of self-awareness, an understanding of our own triggers and vulnerabilities, as well as our strengths and resources. It means recognizing that we are not defined by our emotions, but by our ability to choose how we respond to them. Finally, emotional stability is about the unwavering pursuit of inner peace, a commitment to practices that nourish our body, mind, and spirit. This may include meditation, exercise, spending time in nature, or engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them. This simple but profound truth encapsulates the essence of emotional stability, the realization that our inner state is largely determined not by external circumstances, but by our own perceptions and interpretations. By cultivating emotional stability, we can weather life's storms with grace and resilience, emerging from them stronger and more centered than ever before. We become like the sturdy oak tree, deeply rooted in the earth, yet flexible enough to bend with the wind. And in doing so, we create a foundation of inner peace that can withstand even the most turbulent of times. 4. Setting boundaries. Boundaries, the sacred lines we draw to safeguard our well-being, are the cornerstone of healthy relationships. Like the walls of a fortress, boundaries protect us from the encroachment of toxicity, preserving our sense of self and dignity. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect, an affirmation of our inherent worth. It requires courage, clarity, and the willingness to assert ourselves in the face of resistance. But boundaries are more than just lines in the sand. They are dynamic and flexible, adapting to the changing landscape of our lives. They may take the form of physical boundaries, such as saying no to intrusive physical contact, or emotional boundaries, such as communicating our needs and desires clearly and assertively. At their core, boundaries are about honoring our own truth and respecting the truth of others. They allow us to define and maintain a sense of self, even in the midst of intimate relationships. They provide a framework for healthy communication, ensuring that our needs are met and our voices are heard. Yet, setting boundaries can be challenging, especially in relationships where there is a history of codependency or dysfunction. It requires us to confront our own fears and insecurities, to let go of the need for approval or validation from others, and to trust in our own intuition and judgment. But the rewards of setting boundaries are immeasurable. By honoring our boundaries, we create space for authentic connection and cultivate relationships that nourish and uplift us. We establish a sense of mutual respect and trust, laying the foundation for intimacy and growth. In the words of Brené Brown, daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves even when we risk disappointing others. This powerful statement encapsulates the essence of boundary setting, the recognition that our own well-being is worthy of protection, even if it means risking conflict or rejection. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where your boundaries are being tested, remember that you have the power to assert yourself with grace and confidence. Trust in your own worthiness and stand firm in your truth. And know that by honoring your boundaries, you are creating the space for deeper connection, authenticity, and fulfillment in your relationships. 5. Energy intelligence. Energy intelligence, the art of managing our emotional resources, empowers us to navigate the complexities of human interaction with wisdom and discernment. Like a skilled general orchestrating a battle, we must allocate our energy strategically, directing it towards endeavors that align with our values and aspirations. In the battlefield of everyday life, our emotional resources are our most valuable assets. They fuel our actions, shape our relationships, and determine our overall well-being. Yet all too often we find ourselves expending our energy haphazardly, without thought to the long-term consequences. Energy intelligence calls us to become stewards of our emotional resources, to treat them with the care and respect they deserve. It requires us to cultivate awareness of our own emotional landscape, to recognize the ebb and flow of our energy levels, and to make intentional choices about how we allocate our resources. At its core, energy intelligence is about alignment, aligning our actions with our values, our aspirations with our capabilities, and our energy expenditure with our desired outcomes. It's about recognizing when to engage and when to disengage, and when to pour our energy into pursuits that bring us joy and fulfillment, and when to step back from situations that drain us or cause us harm. But energy intelligence is not just about conserving our energy. It's also about replenishing it. Just as a soldier must rest and refuel between battles, so too must we nurture ourselves and recharge our emotional batteries. This may involve practices such as mindfulness, meditation, exercise, or spending time in nature. Whatever helps us to replenish our energy and restore our equilibrium. In cultivating energy intelligence, we also develop resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges with grace and determination. We learn to adapt to changing circumstances, to remain flexible and agile in the face of adversity, and we become more emotionally agile, able to navigate the ups and downs of life with greater ease and grace. Ultimately, energy intelligence is a lifelong journey, a continuous process of self-discovery, growth, and refinement. It requires patience, practice, and a willingness to learn from both our successes and our failures. But the rewards are immeasurable: greater clarity, fulfillment, and well-being in all areas of our lives. So let us embrace the art of energy intelligence, and may it guide us in our quest for a life filled with purpose, passion, and vitality. 6. Focus on goals. Our goals serve as guiding beacons, illuminating the path ahead with clarity and purpose. In the face of skepticism and doubt, we must remain steadfast in our vision, unwavering in our commitment to personal growth and self-improvement. Stoicism teaches us to focus not on the obstacles but on the actions we can take to overcome them. It's about embracing the journey, relishing the process, and trusting in our ability to navigate the challenges that lie ahead. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the concept of the inner citadel, a metaphorical fortress of the mind, impervious to the slings and arrows of fortune. It is within this inner citadel that we find the strength and resilience to pursue our goals with courage and determination. But the path to achieving our goals is rarely smooth or straightforward. Along the way, we are bound to encounter setbacks, obstacles, and failures. It is in these moments of adversity that Stoicism shines brightest, offering us a framework for responding with grace and resilience. Instead of succumbing to despair or self-pity, the Stoic sage meets adversity with equanimity and resolve. They recognize that external circumstances are beyond their control, but that their response to those circumstances is entirely within their power. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, it's not what happens to you but how you react to it that matters. This simple but profound truth lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy, reminding us that our attitude and mindset are the true determinants of our success and happiness. So as we pursue our goals and aspirations, let us do so with the wisdom and resilience of the Stoics. Let us focus not on the obstacles that stand in our way, but on the actions we can take to overcome them. 7. Seeking support. Even the strongest among us need support from time to time. Seeking support is not a sign of weakness but a testament to our humility and wisdom. It's about recognizing our limitations and reaching out to others for guidance, perspective, and empathy. In a world that often glorifies independence and self-sufficiency, it can be easy to overlook the importance of asking for help. However, the reality is that no one can navigate life's challenges entirely on their own. We all need the support of others at various points in our journey, whether it's during times of crisis, uncertainty, or simply when we need a listening ear. Surrounding ourselves with supportive individuals who uplift and inspire us is essential for maintaining our emotional well-being and resilience in the face of adversity. These individuals provide us with a sense of belonging and connection, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Moreover, seeking support is a courageous act that requires vulnerability and trust. It requires us to set aside our pride and admit that we don't have all the answers. In doing so, we open ourselves up to the possibility of receiving valuable insights, encouragement, and validation from those who care about us. It's important to remember that seeking support is not a one-way street. Just as we benefit from the support of others, we also have the opportunity to offer support in return. By fostering a culture of mutual aid and empathy, we create a community where everyone feels valued and understood. In essence, seeking support is an act of self-care, a recognition of our own worthiness and a commitment to nurturing our emotional well-being. It's a reminder that we are all deserving of love, compassion, and understanding, and that we are stronger together than we are alone. 8. Control of negative self-talk. The way we speak to ourselves matters more than we realize. Negative self-talk is like a poison that corrodes our self-esteem and undermines our confidence. Stoicism teaches us to cultivate a positive internal dialogue, one that uplifts, encourages, and empowers us to overcome adversity with grace and resilience. In the face of challenges and setbacks, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of self-criticism and doubt. We may berate ourselves for our perceived failures or shortcomings, magnifying our flaws while minimizing our strengths. But Stoicism offers a different perspective, one that emphasizes the power of our thoughts and beliefs in shaping our reality. By reframing our thoughts and focusing on our strengths rather than our shortcomings, we reclaim control over our inner narrative. Instead of dwelling on what we lack, we celebrate our accomplishments and acknowledge our inherent worthiness. We recognize that setbacks are not signs of failure, but opportunities for growth and learning. Moreover, cultivating a positive internal dialogue is not just about boosting our self-esteem. It's also about fostering resilience in the face of adversity. When we approach challenges with a mindset of self-compassion and self-empowerment, we are better equipped to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and dignity. Stoicism teaches us to embrace the obstacles we encounter as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Instead of viewing them as insurmountable barriers, we see them as tests of our character and resilience. And by cultivating a positive internal dialogue, we bolster our confidence and fortitude, enabling us to face whatever life throws our way with courage and resilience. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This simple but profound truth reminds us that our thoughts and beliefs have the power to shape our reality. By cultivating a positive internal dialogue, we can transform our lives and unlock our full potential for growth and self-empowerment. 9. Solution-Oriented Approach. A solution-oriented approach empowers us to transform challenges into opportunities, setbacks into triumphs. Stoicism teaches us to focus not on the problem, but on the solution, to channel our energy into constructive action rather than futile resistance. In the face of adversity, it's natural to feel overwhelmed or discouraged. We may be tempted to dwell on the obstacles in our path, allowing them to overshadow our sense of hope and possibility. But Stoicism offers a different perspective, one that encourages us to approach challenges with a proactive mindset and a determination to overcome them. Instead of getting bogged down by the enormity of the problem, Stoicism teaches us to break it down into manageable steps. By focusing on the actions we can take to address the issue at hand, we regain a sense of control and agency over our lives. Moreover, a solution-oriented approach enables us to see setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities for growth and learning. We recognize that every obstacle we encounter is a chance to test our resilience and resourcefulness, to discover new strengths and capabilities within ourselves. By adopting a proactive mindset, we shift our focus from dwelling on past mistakes or lamenting present challenges to actively shaping our future. We refuse to be passive bystanders in our own lives, instead choosing to take decisive action to create the outcomes we desire. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This powerful insight reminds us that obstacles are not barriers to our progress, but opportunities to refine our skills and character. 10. Avoid unnecessary arguments. Choosing our battles wisely is a hallmark of wisdom and maturity. Not every conflict requires our attention or energy. Some are best left untouched, allowed to dissipate like ripples on a pond. Stoicism teaches us to discern between productive and unproductive conflicts, to conserve our energy for battles worth fighting. By avoiding unnecessary arguments, we preserve our peace of mind and dignity, refusing to be drawn into the fray of toxicity and discord. In our daily lives, we are constantly faced with situations that test our patience and resilience. Whether it's a minor disagreement with a coworker or a heated debate with a loved one, the temptation to engage in conflict can be strong. But Stoicism reminds us that not every battle is worth fighting, that sometimes the most courageous act we can take is to walk away. By choosing our battles wisely, we demonstrate strength and self-control. We show that we are not easily swayed by the opinions of others or drawn into unnecessary drama. Instead, we focus our energy on pursuits that align with our values and aspirations, leaving behind the distractions and trivialities that threaten to derail us from our path. Moreover, by avoiding unnecessary conflicts, we preserve our relationships and foster harmony in our interactions with others. We recognize that our words and actions have consequences, and that engaging in pointless arguments only serves to sow discord and division. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. This powerful insight reminds us that many of the conflicts we encounter are merely illusions, projections of our own fears and insecurities onto the world around us. 11. Detection of false cordiality. False cordiality is a subtle but insidious form of manipulation, a wolf in sheep's clothing. It masquerades as friendship while concealing ulterior motives and hidden agendas. Stoicism teaches us to trust our intuition, to recognize the signs of false cordiality, the forced smiles, the insincere gestures, the empty promises. In a world where appearances can be deceiving, it's important to stay vigilant and discerning. False cordiality may present itself in various forms, from the overly flattering coworker to the acquaintance who always seems to have an ulterior motive. But regardless of its guise, its underlying intent remains the same: to exploit our trust and manipulate us for personal gain. By cultivating awareness and honing our intuition, we can protect ourselves from falling prey to the deceitful machinations of toxic individuals. Stoicism teaches us to listen to our gut instincts, to pay attention to the subtle cues that hint at underlying deception. It reminds us that our authenticity and integrity are worth protecting, even if it means distancing ourselves from those who would seek to undermine them. Moreover, Stoicism empowers us to set boundaries and assert ourselves in the face of false cordiality. It teaches us that it's okay to say no, to prioritize our own well-being over the expectations of others. By standing firm in our convictions and refusing to be swayed by flattery or manipulation, we preserve our autonomy and self-respect. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, know first who you are and then adorn yourself accordingly. This powerful insight reminds us that true strength lies not in conforming to the expectations of others, but in embracing our authentic selves and living in alignment with our values and principles. In conclusion, navigating toxicity with Stoic wisdom is not merely a skill but a way of life, a philosophy that empowers us to transcend adversity and cultivate resilience, peace, and dignity in the face of life's challenges. By embracing the principles of self-awareness, forgiveness, emotional stability, and boundary setting, we fortify our inner fortress against the corrosive influences of toxicity. Through the practice of energy intelligence, goal-focused living, and seeking support, we equip ourselves with the tools and strategies necessary to thrive in a world fraught with negativity and discord. Ultimately, by adopting a solution-oriented mindset, avoiding unnecessary arguments, and detecting false cordiality, we reclaim agency over our lives and chart a course towards a brighter, more fulfilling future. So let us embark on this journey together, guided by the wisdom of Stoicism, as we navigate the complexities of human relationships with grace, resilience, and authenticity.